I'm Chris from the Chef for You to Have, and today I'd like to show you a recipe on how to make some biscotti. And what I'll do is do kind of the base dough ingredients, and then you can of course add whatever you would like to it. I'm going to add a little mixture of some nuts, some almonds, some pecans and walnuts, and then I'm also going to add some dried blueberries. Wild blueberries from Maine. So to start off, what we've got in the mixing bowl here is a melted stick of butter, a cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of amaretto, and then I used a teaspoon of vanilla. And what I love to use for vanilla is that I love baking, and of course just vanilla in general, is I use one of these, which I got this at Whole Foods for $11, and a little goes a long way with this. It's a pure vanilla bean puree, so it has the little flecks, the seeds in there, so it really adds a lot more flavor and beautiful appearance to what you're going to make with it. So what we're going to do is we'll just start this kind of mixing slow. We want to get that butter and the sugar, that amaretto and vanilla mixed up in there. And give it a little speed up. And now we're going to add 3 eggs, 3 large eggs. And we just kind of want to get those all mixed up. I'm going to turn it up high real quick. Alright, and cut it off. I'm going to raise that up, and then we're going to add 2 3/4 cup of flour, which I like to recycle some bags I use if I go get any kind of baked goods, because then that's a perfect way to put any flour in and then just pour it nice and evenly into the bowl. Okay, all that flour is getting in there, and now we just want to give it a little quick, hit the mixer really quick, try to initially get all those liquid ingredients mixed with the flour. And okay, it's 2 3/4 cups of flour, a teaspoon of some baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of some salt. Okay, now that's almost come together. So now we're going to add the nuts, and we're going to add those blueberries I mentioned. And again, we're going to mix that around just to kind of get everything incorporated together quickly. Okay, see how that is, really has come together quick. We'll turn off that speed, and then what we're going to do with it now is I'm going to put it in the fridge, and it's best to chill it for at least a half hour. I kind of prefer to do it overnight, because then it gets nice and firm. You can mold it into 2 nice logs and bake in the first process. So that's the end of today's quick lesson. So catch up with me tomorrow for part 2.